The question women in leadership are actually asking is not how do I look more professional? It is why after years of building a successful career does my wardrobe still not reflecting any of it? Now, after seeing over 500 closets of women in leadership, I keep seeing the same thing. Women who are accomplished, senior, and already operating at a high level professionally, but their wardrobe is still introducing a more junior version of them. Before you tell me, your situation is different, your office is too casual, this does not apply to you. I see the exact same mistakes in closets from women in technology, academia, banking, and marketing. The environment changes, the mistakes do not. So in this video, I'm going to show you the professional image mistakes that are making you look more junior than you are. Hi, my name is Basia and I'm a former celebrity stylist turned personal stylist for the past 15 years. I have helped executives, directors, and entrepreneurs walk into a room and immediately look like the woman in charge. And I work with my clients inside the Dress for Impact program, but we also work one-on-one. If you want to learn more about how we can work together, you're going to find all the information in the description below. So without further ado, let's do this. I'm not going to lie, I see the same mistakes women in leadership make when it comes to their wardrobe, especially when they move to the next level of their career. And it is because for so many years, we have been hearing the same things over and over. You have to look professional. So that means neutral clothes, black pants, black blazers. Build a capsule wardrobe. On top of that, you are shopping at the same stores like Taylor, Banana Republic, buying the same pieces as women who are junior or even interns. And when you want to take your look to the next level, you feel completely stuck and you want to look, polished but not frumpy, professional but modern. You want to look like the leader that you are, not like you are still in a position you had before your promotion. But you have no idea what that actually looks like for you specifically. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what those professional image mistakes are so you can stop making them and finally look like the level you have already reached. So number one, you keep shopping at the stores where everyone else shops. Banana Republic, Taylor, White House Black Market, J. Crew. Now, to be clear, there's absolutely nothing wrong with those stores. They offer, decent professional workwear, but you have been promoted. You're leading a team. You have moved to the next level of your career. And your wardrobe should definitely reflect that seniority, that credibility, that leadership level you have worked so hard to reach. Now, the problem is that the women who are just graduated and starting, their first job out of college, those women are shopping in those exact same stores, buying very similar pieces. And when you are both reaching for the same blazers of the same rack, right, you are putting yourself visually on the same level as someone who is absolutely not at your level. Now, you want your appearance to reflect this new professional chapter. Shopping where everyone else shops is not going to get you there. So number two, dressing for your old level. Now, I see this all the time. Women keep dressing professionally, which again, there is nothing wrong with that, right? But professional means neutral colors, classic silhouettes, and pieces that are perfectly appropriate. But there's nothing that tells you who that person is, what she does, or what level she's at. And here's the one thing. What used to work for you is not going to work anymore because your visibility has increased. The rooms you're walking into have changed. And your clothes need to do more than just, align with the dress code. They need to reflect who you are meeting, what event you're attending, and what role you're playing in that specific room, right? So throwing a black pants and like some kind of neutral top does not position you as someone with like credibility, influence, and leadership presence, because anyone can run to the store, buy black pants and neutral top and call it a day. The intern can do it, the new hire can do it, and when your wardrobe looks the same as theirs, you are easy to overlook, even when you have the most knowledge and experience in a room. Your wardrobe should communicate your seniority. It should tell people exactly who you are before you say a single word. And what worked before your promotion is simply not going to cut it anymore. Number 3, not having a defined personal brand and personal image. And this ties back to dressing professionally, because at your level, looking professional is the bare minimum. It is not the goal. Not having a defined personal brand means, not having a clear direction on what your image specifically looks like at your level. And that is, different for every woman. Whether you like to use color, maybe pattern, maybe like a texture, specific silhouettes. Whether your style has a more laid-back feel, or maybe like more structured one. Whether there is a feminine vibe, maybe like a rocker edge, or maybe something more romantic. What does that specifically look like for you? Because here's what I hear all the time. My wardrobe is polished and professional, but it lacks a strong personal identity. It looks fine, but it's generic. It looks boring, not chic. And that is exactly what happens when you dress for the dress code instead of dressing for your brand. So having a defined personal image is what really separates you from everybody else in that specific room. It creates, differentiations, it creates consistency, and it makes you recognizable, and it makes sure that, every time you walk into a room, people see a woman who knows exactly who she is. So dressing professionally is not the goal. The goal is to really determine what your image looks like and then build a wardrobe around that. Now, if you do not know how to do it, I have a video here that walks you through exactly how, and I will link it also in the description below. So number 4, clothes that look cheap. Now, when I say cheap clothes, I don't mean do you need a huge budget to look elevated. What I mean is clothes that look cheap. And unfortunately, clothes that look cheap will make you look cheap. Now, what makes a piece look cheap? Usually it's the fit, it's the fabric, it's the construction, or simply that it looks dated and poorly made. Price can play a role, but it's not the only factor. These days, you can easily spend $300 on like a polyester blazer that fits poorly and looks underwhelming. That price point, you would expect, much better fabric like wool, cotton, or other natural fibers. On another hand, you can buy a beautiful silk blouse for, let's say, like Cezanne for around $120 that's really well made, fit beautifully, and looks like more expensive than it is. The goal isn't to spend more money. The goal is to choose pieces that look polished, well constructed, and intentional. Because when clothes look, dated, poorly fitted, or cheaply made, people know this, and it doesn't matter how much you paid for them. And the last but not least, it's not building an executive wardrobe, but collecting pieces instead. And that really comes down to this. Instead of building a wardrobe that supports who you are today and where you are, you have reached professionally, you're buying pieces one at a time. So what happens? You end up with a closet full of one-offs, right? That great blazer, a beautiful blouse, maybe some nice trousers, but every few pieces actually work together. So you keep wearing the same combinations over and over again because that's all your wardrobe can support. And this is why so many women have closets full of clothes and still feel like they have nothing to wear because they didn't really build a wardrobe. They build a collection of individual purchases, and usually that happens because there was never a clear vision behind it. So instead of building a wardrobe that can support a conference, a leadership meeting, a client presentation, a networking event, an everyday work life, you're running to the store before each occasion and buying another piece. And over time, that really creates a closet full of clothes, but not a wardrobe that supports the level you're operating at today. That's what creates that elevated look. People notice. Not buying more, actually building a wardrobe with intention. So now you know what are professional image mistakes that make you look like an intern, make you look like a junior. If you want to learn more, I have a free elevated work style guide, and you're going to find it in the description below. Also, if you want to work with me, you're going to find more information about how we can do it also in the description below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified when I post a new video, which is every Wednesday. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next week.